If it takes 1.5 yards of material to make 2 pillows, how much material is required to make 5 pillows? Well, this is a problem about proportions. So if, for example, it said you can get 2 sodas for $4, then 10 sodas is going to be how many dollars? So there's a couple of ways that you can do that. One, you could say, well, just break this down. If 2 sodas is $4, that means that they're $2 a piece. If they're $2 a piece and you get 10 of them, that's going to be 20 bucks. Another way you can do it is say 2 sodas was $4. So I'm now making a proportion out of it, thus I can make an equation. Then what I do is say, all right, now I want to know about 10 sodas. So this equal is basically saying from the time that this happened until the time that this happened, the price of sodas did not change. So it's going to be proportional. If 2 of them cost $4, 10 of them will cost X dollars. Or if I take the words away and simplify it, it's just 2 over 4 equals 10 over X. And then after that, cross multiply. So this direction would give me 2x. This direction, 4 times 10 is 40. Then there's just one small step. That is, to get rid of this 2, you divide both sides by 2. Since right now it's multiplying, to get rid of it you have to do the opposite. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 40 divided by 2 is $20. Which makes sense. That's what I got before when I said 2 sodas is $4. That means these sodas cost $2 a piece. If they cost $2 a piece and you're getting 10 of them, well, that's going to be $20. So we're going to do the problem given this way with these proportions, these fractions set equal to each other. Notice the thing that's important is it goes soda dollar equals soda dollar. You just have to be consistent. I could have gone dollar over soda, just be consistent. Do the same thing on both sides of the equal sign. So in here we've got yards of material instead of sodas, and we've got pillows instead of dollars. So for the proportion, this would be yards of material makes however many pillows. And then you do the same thing. Yards of material makes however many pillows. So that's the consistent part I was talking about. Yards over pillows equals yards over pillows. Now start filling in the information. So 1.5 makes 2 pillows. How much material? So this I don't know. I'll use X to make 5 pillows. Or you can drop the words away after this, and it would be 1.5 over 2 equals X over 5. So next comes the cross multiplication. So we'd have this direction would be 2x. This direction would be 5 times 1.5. So let's see, with 1.5, I could either make this into a improper fraction. So that would mean multiply this direction, 2 times 1 is 2. Add this direction, this would be 3 halves. But when you're talking about a situation like this, we could do that. I was going to suggest perhaps we should change this to decimals, but the question itself didn't use decimals, so I guess that's what they prefer. I guess they prefer fractions. So we'll go ahead and use fractions. So 1.5 means 1 plus a half. And you could do this idea of converting it, multiply these two, the 2 times 1, so that's 2, and then whatever you get, add it to the top, and that's 3. So it's 3 over 2 inside the parentheses. Or you could do it this way. In here, get a common denominator. So a 1 means a 2 over 2. And then once you got the common denominator, this is going to be over 2. And 2 plus 1, that's 3. So either way, it's 3 over 2. Then to multiply, essentially what we're doing is multiplying fractions, because the 5 could be viewed as 5 over 1. The rule for multiplying fractions is you multiply on the top, 15. You multiply on the bottom, 2. Then there's just one last step, and that is to get rid of this 2, divide both sides by 2. So that means divide by 2, put a 2 in the denominator. Divide by 2 puts another 2 in the denominator. So then x is 15 fourths. Now we got a little more work to do, because if I were to go to my grandma and ask her to sew 15 fourths pillows, she would probably just throw a pillow at me. We got to figure out how many pillows would that... Oh, wait a second, that's not pillows, that's... Good thing I wrote it down. X is standing for yards of material. So 15 fourths of a yard. 15 fourths. Well, let's see, a 4 won't divide into a 15, but if I make this a mixed number, 4 will go into it 3 times. That would make a 12. That means the remainder is 3. So it's 3 3/4 yards. Oh, I see. 3 3/4 yards material.